Anyway, you are sitting in the largest Quaker meeting house in the world. How about that? Built about 200 years ago, when the women in the Philadelphia area wanted a large place that they could get together. So they persuaded their husbands to build them a big building, which they built over there. And that was so popular, who do you think ended up using it? Men. So they had to build another one for the women. So this is sometimes called a double meeting house. And it is the largest in the world, somewhat like St. Peter's in Rome is for the Catholics, or Westminster Abbey, where there was a recent wedding. You may have all watched in classes or somewhere along the line. So enough of that kind of a background. But I'm a retired school teacher, used to teach 6th grade history, so I know a little bit about 5th graders, and I'd like plenty of time to get you involved, but I've gotten a note for your leader over there, about 10 minutes, and I will try to adhere to that. Hopefully a few minutes for questions later on, but just two major ideas to talk about very briefly. As you look around the room and think of your own church, synagogue, mosque, or whatever it might be, this is a meeting house. Probably doesn't look much like a religious room. There are no religious symbols, no statues, no paintings, no stained glass windows, no carpeting on the floor. The floors have never been painted, shellacked, varnished, or any of that type of thing. There's no color. Major idea is plainness and simplicity. Quakers have a lot of different ideas, but one of them that they're part of the beliefs is not to waste money on lots of fancy things. So most meeting houses are like this. The benches are 200 years old. The cushions are made out of horsehair, believe it or not. So it is an old, plain, simple building that hasn't changed too much. So that's part of Quaker philosophy. Okay, now if you're real smart, I'm sure you all are, since you're in 5th grade, you'll notice that there's something missing up front. Forgetting that little speaker's rostrum and the screen on the right, that there was a graduation here last night. What, if you think of your own church, what's missing up front? What would you normally see? Yes?